I'm curious about just changing the whole relationship about good and bad foods, and how do you even like get to that spot? Because I think it's a lot hard. It's really hard for people to know that, you know, it's not necessarily like this is good for you, this is bad for you, or you're a good person or a bad person. You talk a lot about the language of food. Mm-hmm. How do we change that?
It's really important. I think the language of food is often what's holding us hostage in our relationship. And what I really emphasize in the Whole30 and also in Food Freedom is like these foods that you're eliminating, it's not because they're bad. There's no like good or bad food. You're pulling them out and putting them back in because they're unknown. That's it. You just want to figure out how they work for you. And you are not good or bad based on the food that you put on your plate. And I think once we can get past the idea of, you know, our self-worth being tied to what our body weight is or what size jeans we fit into or whether we are the exerciser or the healthy person, mm-hmm. I think it makes a huge difference in letting food be more fun and easy and playful and rewarding and like joyful. I'm not trying to take any of that away. So I write a lot about the idea of a growth mindset and changing your language and just kind of, it's a real shift, a reframe from the diet culture we've had for the last 20 years where it was all about deprivation and restriction and willpower and good foods and bad foods. And like, I want to change all of that paradigm.
So learning to kind of think about it in a different way than you do. I mean, it just seems so hard, but I think that you give a lot of great tips in the book. I won't spoil them all, but I mean, yeah, I think it's a challenge that needs to be solved.
Yeah.
It's so related to like the goods and the bads.
Yeah, but you know, the more you practice that, and I talk about things like leaving Post-it notes around your house, like it sounds kind of silly, but the more you can reinforce the ideas behind, you know, I'm a healthy person with healthy habits and I'm living a healthy lifestyle and, you know, this is a scientific experiment. It's an experiment, it's not a diet. And the more you can kind of reframe, and I really emphasize that over and over again, I think the better chance you have of that actually sticking and changing your foods and changing your relationship with foods and feeling like you're building new healthy habits will only serve to reinforce that.